Leo. Welcome to your March 2020 reading. We're just going to start shuffling. We know that things have been crazy, and we know that things are not settling down anytime soon. March, if you're one of the Leos that was surprised by Mercury retrograde, you're going to be even more. I said that, and man, the card that came out, I was like, damn it, I didn't want that to be it. And I'm not laughing at your pain. I'm laughing at the fact that, man, when a Leo has been wounded in the space that they hold most dear, your heart chakra, I mean, you guys give life. You guys give love to life, and you guys give life to love. And, when you're feeling that Three of Swords, so, and why is this happening? Well, Mercury retrograde had to bring your awareness to all of this, because it's directly across from you, right? It's in the 7th house. It's in your house of relationships. Saturn is going to be joining that. Saturn is going to be bringing those lessons to the forefront starting in March. And it's not that all of your relationships are going to end. That's not the point. Oh my God, I said that and you guys were like, I don't know what to do. Let's put it this way. The relationships that are supposed to stand the test of time during the Saturn transit in Aquarius, the relationships that are supposed to stand the test of time, they will. And you won't have to question it. Not every single relationship is, relationships are difficult. We all grow, we all evolve. And when we're doing it with another person on a very intimate level, yes, you can feel the pain. You can feel the hurt. Right? So we have the Three of Swords, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Five of Swords. Now, I want to ask you, Leo, some of this Three of Swords activity, some of this painful existence, some of this pain that you're still feeling right now, and hurt, betrayal, when it happened during Mercury retrograde, was it something that you created in your mind? Was this a wound that resurfaced that you are now creating in your mind? Because I feel like, I honestly, and I have to be honest about this, Leo, I feel like the King of Swords might be hurting as well. I'm not sure that you're the only one that's hurting. And I feel like with the Five of Swords, you both are kind of creating the chaos in your mind, right? I forgot to tell you what cards I'm using. I love these cards. And I know that so many readers are using it now, but it's called the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. It's a beautiful deck. Anyways. So whoever this King of Swords is, could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, could just be somebody who has a lot of air in their chart or is a really big thinker. When I say a really big thinker, I mean somebody who is, may even overthink sometimes, right? Okay. And this is why I'm asking, are these past wounds that resurfaced during Mercury retrograde? Because whether you hurt each other or not, I don't think the confusion is in the connection. I think the connection exists. I think that with the Two of Cups here, it's real. You don't even have to ask yourself if this connection is real. It's real. It's really real. I promise it's real. Two of Cups. But here you are, Seven of Cups, emotionally confused. Are you not communicating very well with each other? Is that the problem? Have you not? What's creating the distance between the two of you, right? What's creating the arguing? What's creating the chaos? What's creating the fighting with the Five of Wands? So we have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Now, if this King of Swords is somebody that you are very much connected to and they did something to hurt you and they did something intentionally to hurt you or said something intentionally to hurt you, I feel like your confusion is, do I stay or do I go? Because I think with the Seven of Cups, it's like, I have a lot of options. I don't have to stay here in this mess. It's going to be different for everyone. So just being honest with yourself, because this Five of Swords is overthinking. This is not just being honest with yourself. This is overthinking. I want you to be honest with yourself on, is this something that I created that I need to heal within myself, or did this person actually do something to hurt me? And either way, whichever one it is, you have to do what's right for you. You can't, like, obviously, if you guys hurt each other, then you have to do what's right for both of you. But when it comes down to it, you have to really look out for yourself. Because when you're looking out for yourself, if you guys are meant to be together, that person's going to want you to look out for yourself too. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't. So let's see what the Three of Swords is. Let's fix this. Because we want to learn the lessons that Saturn is bringing, not necessarily, we want to learn the lessons that Saturn is bringing. We don't want to necessarily create more. You know, we don't want to create more karmic Saturnian lessons. We want to see the ones, and that's sort of what this year is about. It's like a tease, right? Saturn moving into Aquarius on March 21st. It'll be in Aquarius for a couple of months, then it goes retrograde in Aquarius, moves back into Capricorn, goes direct again in Capricorn, and then it'll be in Aquarius for good for the next 2.5 years, starting in December. Okay? And that is directly across from you, so it will be affecting you very much in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. And again, it doesn't have to be a negative time for you in your relationships. It doesn't have to be something that you have to fight constantly, as long as you are being honest with yourself. And you're saying, am I putting myself in healthy, loving relationships, or am I just creating from a space of wounding from the past? Am I creating relationships from a wounded space? You see the difference? So let's see what the Three of Swords is. Four of Wands. Okay. Do you feel like your security was sort of in question? Like, do you feel like your security or your home life is sort of in question right now? If something happened to create instability in your home with an air sign, ooh, okay. So the air sign lied to you. The air sign deceived you in some way. And because that air sign deceived you, it looks like it broke up a home. I'm very sorry about that. And this doesn't have to be, I mean, it looks like it might be a romantic relationship going on, but this could also be in a family situation or a friendship. But that Seven of Swords on the King of Swords, I can't even spin that to be a good thing. I feel like this air sign might have lied to you. And so rightly so are you in this Five of Swords. You feel very deceived. Even if they didn't lie to you, you feel deceived by this air sign. And I feel like I literally want to say that it broke up. It broke up a happy home. And the reason why, I mean, this poor guy, he's got such a headache. Look at that. Now you have to figure out what to do. What do I do? What do I do? And it's creating that, chaos. So here's the thing. The only way that you can really make that decision, right, is if you quiet your mind. And it's so hard. I know it's so hard to do that right now. Sorry, my chair keeps on pulling at my hair because my hair is so long now. It like gets stuck. I need to put like a blanket or something over the back. So if you're having a problem quieting your mind, doing meditations can really, really help. And I do weekly meditations through the membership. You can either join the channel or do it on Patreon. And it really helps because we do it on Sundays or Mondays, or, you know, whenever we're able to, whether it's like a full moon or a new moon. And it really helps ground us for the week, right? And so it's so much easier to make decisions when you're feeling grounded and you're feeling safe, because I don't feel like you feel safe anymore. It feels very unclear and like you're not necessarily safe. Let's see what the Two of Cups is, because I think that you need to make a decision about this air sign and what to do about this air sign. Oh, see? And here's the thing. It's like, Leo, the Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups on the Two of Cups. Reminiscing about the past when the days were good, that's not going to fix the present moment. You know? And I mean, you can try, if you want to try and like rekindle the relationship. But if you're going to rekindle the relationship, you can't rekindle it from a place that is gone, right? Like that in the Five of Cups, there are 3 cups that have spilled, and she still has 2 cups in front of her, which would be the Two of Cups over here, right? So she still has the Two of Cups, but there's some kind of regret, or there's some kind of sadness that you have to let go of. And I think that was the illusion. I think it's the illusion, like, because the Ten of Cups, sometimes you can create these illusions in your mind that things are supposed to look a certain way, or the outcome is supposed to look a certain way. And when it doesn't show up like that, it's disheartening. It's heartbreaking, right? Three of Swords. It's heartbreaking. You thought your life was supposed to look a certain way, and you had every expectation, and you were building it like that. And then the deception happens, or the deceit happens, the pain and the heartache and all of the things. Let's see what the Seven of Cups is. But is that going to stop you from creating another reality, is what I'm getting at. Like, don't set your expectations on what could have been, you know? Let's see what the Seven of Cups is. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. If you are going to put your head down and just go to work and distract yourself with work, I think that you're still going to be very confused. I think distracting yourself with just staying busy, I think distracting yourself with just staying busy is, I mean, I don't think it's going to make anything better just by distracting yourself. Let's see what the Five of Wands is. The Hermit. Okay. So when people want to fight and when people want to argue at the end of this month, set your boundaries. Be very, very firm with them. You could be dealing with a Virgo that you're sort of arguing with, or like there are petty arguments with them. I think your best bet, honestly, Leo, I think your best bet, and I'm not saying that this Saturn transit is going to affect your relationship for the entire time, But I think that you're really learning about some pretty core lessons that Saturn is bringing you. And we all have to go through it. You know, I mean, like we all have this transit at some point in our life. It's bringing you, see, here's the thing. What it's doing is showing you with the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, what it is that you do have to leave behind so you can create more. You know, I mean, you don't want to hold on to circumstances that make you feel like the 3 of Swords. You don't want to hold on to circumstances that put you up in your head where you literally can't exist without feeling crappy a whole day. You know what I mean? It's like allowing yourself to get really, really super honest. It's like freeing, you know? There's a freedom that is sort of like wanting you to show up. There's a freedom that's wanting you to show up right now. Hold on one second for me. It's a surrendering, right? Because the 9 of Swords on the 2 of Wands, yeah, see what I mean? Okay, so the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Wands, this is creating like a prison in your own mind. Whenever you're trying, you know that you know that you're at a crossroads. The two of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, now the 2 of Wands. You know you're at a crossroads. You're not even blinded to, like the 2 of Swords isn't out. You know exactly, you can see both directions that you're supposed to head in. Maybe you're afraid to hurt the air sign. Maybe the air sign didn't hurt you and you're afraid that you're going to be deceiving the air sign. Maybe that is, you know, maybe that's your fear, is that you'll be the deceptive one and not on purpose, right? Like you're not trying to do it on purpose. I know there's a cross watcher that's going to say, no, Leo was deceptive to me. I get it. Some people are just not evolved, right? Here's the thing. So we have with this 9 of Swords and 2 of Wands, you're not getting anywhere. This is going to just keep you in a circle, right? So with the Fool, you have to trust, and you have to trust your intuition with the Queen of Cups. And also trust, and then we also have the Hierophant. So you could be dealing with the Taurus energy also. Or just knowing that there is a path for you to take. I love that Hierophant card with this staircase going up to heaven there. See that? I love it. But allowing yourself to check in with your intuition this month is going to be so good for you. So good for you. Let yourself feel. Let yourself feel all of it. And by allowing yourself to feel all of it and see it for what it actually is, and not for the I really wish it would have looked this way and not necessarily this way kind of thing. Allowing yourself to see that it's going to change your whole mindset on the circumstance, because you know that it wasn't right for you. And maybe the relationship is right for you, but the way the relationship was headed or the way that it was going, you guys maybe just need an adjustment. Maybe it's not necessarily that an entire relationship is over. Maybe it's just an adjustment that's needed. You know, doesn't always have to be that. I don't see any ending cards here. I see a lot of pain and confusion and needing to make a choice. All right. I love you guys so, so much. I'm only doing emergency readings and birthday readings at this time in March. So, but if you'd like to check out the daily energy readings that I'm doing every day, or I try to do every day, sometimes I forget, or sometimes I'm not able to. But for the most part, I try and get them out. So, yeah, join me for that. And I love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful March. I'll see you later.